Good morning, crypto fans. Well, I'm watching Bitcoin, and we're about $1,000 away from maybe a breakout. So right now we are at what, 63,300 ish, and just a little over 3 weeks ago, a Bitcoin was up over 64,000. Now that's a little bit of resistance. So if we could get Bitcoin up to 64,000, that's just $1,000 away. I suspect we could have a breakout, a nice upswing, because we've been kind of down and choppy for 3 weeks, and this is just what we're waiting for. So I was looking at the chart today and said, you know what? I'll come on this morning, talk with you guys a bit, and while I'm out for my daily walk at the lake, and it's really nice. Really nice, and give you some motivation. So yeah, I really think that it's quite possible that happens sooner than later, that we hit above $64,000 for Bitcoin, and our all-time highs are in the low to mid 70,000s. So we get to 64, and then if we have good news, and the good news is going to probably be interest rate cuts. Now, Canada, where I am, we've had a few cuts, small cuts, but nonetheless going down. So we want that, right? Bitcoin really thrives. It thrives when people are able to spend money, when they feel like they have money in their pocket again. Let's just say, when there's stimulus checks going out. Well, I don't know if you guys are getting stimulus checks, but we sure aren't. So that we can't count on. And Bitcoin just hated it when we had interest rate hikes. So the opposite's happening in certain parts of the world. Just waiting on, more countries to get on board and for interest rates to really go down. And one thing that nobody really talks about, and I'll say it, places like Walmart, come on, groceries, that expensive. You guys made money through the downtimes during a pandemic. Like, you guys stayed open. You have really huge profits on those balance sheets, and you're still price jacking. It's sickening. I'll just say it is sickening. And it's not right. It's not right. I can find a lot of things that were $1 just before the pandemic that are still, they jacked up to $1.50. That's 50% price hike. People got to eat. Times are tough out there. I mean, it's sickening. And they were open during the pandemic. They made money, and it's all on their balance sheets. These are crazy profits, And you have other companies that are filing bankruptcy, like Tupperware. Yeah, I know, Tupperware. And Avon. Yeah, I know, end of an era. Some of our mothers sold Tupperware at Avon, or were buying it. And these things are going down. The ultimate side hustles are disappearing. So that tells me people still don't have a lot of money in their pockets. Everybody's cautious. They're stretching out hair appointments. Maybe they got their hair done every 2 months, and now they're pushing it to 2.5 to 3 months because they're trying to make the dollar stretch. And the only thing that we have really going for us right now is interest rate cuts, and the price of fuel is going down. So until we have more money in our pocket, I don't expect massive moves in a lot of things. Basically, I don't. And until we feel like we're richer, a lot of our investments won't really. Well, we won't just be buying. We won't be investing more, right? Until we have more money in our pockets to blow on what we really want. And a lot of us want crypto or stock, stuff like that. So yeah, but Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still at $63,000. That's huge, and that's great. And like I said, if we can hit that 64,000, I think we could be off to the races. And we get some good interest rate cuts going forward, get into the new year with that too, hopefully. Yeah, and if people would stop gouging at grocery stores, they're a big part of the problem. They were the first to, I'd say they're one of the first to have stuff going up, saying, shortages, but they sure weren't losing money, and now there is no supply chain issues, and stuff is still jacked up. Yeah, not good. They got to smarten up. So if you're watching Walmart and other grocery stores, smarten up. We're on to you. We're fed up with it. People got to eat. Times are tough. I mean, the other night, like, I live in a decent area. You know, we worked hard to live here. We don't have kids, so we can afford it, ironically. I know. And, there's people coming into town and robbing people in the night. Yeah, I know. Like I caught someone on camera, a guy on camera, can't see his face, in my neighbor's house, went into their car. They left their car doors unlocked. Okay, don't do that. And a guy went into the first car. They had 2 cars. Sat there for 20 minutes in the dark. What was he doing? Well, he was going through stuff probably. I couldn't see his face. They got a picture of his face, but he was wearing a mask, so that doesn't help them much. And then he got into their second vehicle, sat in there for 10 minutes. So I have him on camera from a distance, like across the street, sneaking around a car, then going in the car and staying there for 20 minutes. What the? Times are tough out there. Why is he stealing? Is it just because he can or because he needs to? And that's what I'm saying. The prices of stuff are making people do things that they probably wouldn't normally do. So I think as a society, grocery stores better smarten up. When people are stealing, it's sad. It's sad. I know people have always stole, but I suspect that times are tough, and a lot of it is because of greed, pure and simple. And as long as that keeps going on, there'll be less money in everybody's pocket to purchase what we want. Crypto investments, we want to get ahead in life too, and we're all kind of in the same boat. So yeah, that's kind of like my rant for the day. But hey, I can tell you how to feel better. If you're feeling kind of financially crushed, you feel like you can't get ahead, and you have a car, you go to work, there's a trick I found, and it's small. If you've ever are you the type of person, you're driving around and you'll go to the gas station only when your tank is almost empty, and then maybe you'll put it to half full, because that's a full tank of gas in one shot. It's just too much money. Here's what you do. It'll take you probably, I don't know, it'll take you some time to do this, but do this. Fill up that gas tank to full. Period. Full. I mean it. And when it goes down by 25%, in other words, when that line goes to 3/4, so you have 3/4 of a tank, go to the gas station and tank up. Fill it to the top. Don't run under 3/4. Always keep 3/4. It's like money in the bank. You're gonna feel good. There's gas stations everywhere. So what? You're swinging into the gas station a few times a week and putting in, I don't know how much, $20, $30, depends on your tank size, right? Because you'll be putting in basically 1/4 of a tank of gas, and then it'll be full. You will feel better. The full tank of gas theory. This is I coined this. I came up with this. I'm the inventor of this. Gives you basically a full tank of yourself. It'll give you more energy. You'll be happier knowing your gas tank is always full. It works. I tried it this summer. I was like, I drive a Challenger. Has a big gas tank. And when you're seeing gas here at $1.60 a liter, that's not a gallon, that's a liter. It's like 4 liters or so in a gallon. Oh my God, that thing's at E, empty, and you go to try to get to F or full. I didn't like it. I'm like, I always feel bad, but I use gas anyway. I mean, why do I feel bad and go from empty to full and have to pay out? I said, okay, what if I just let it only go down 1/4 of a tank and then go right back to the gas station, whatever. And you know what? It doesn't change anything in your mileage, but in your heart, in yourself, I feel better. I feel better about it. So you want instant gratification? You want to feel better about yourself, your finances? Keep that gas tank full. I mean it. All right, guys, let's stay on top of Bitcoin. Let's watch what happens this week, next week. Let's try to break through 64,000 and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll talk to you when I feel like talking to you. Bye.